In hip-hop, most feuds happen in the spotlight, but some of the most powerful battles happened quietly, behind the cameras.
Allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
This is the untold story of Sean Diddy Combs, Chris Lighty, and 50 Cent. A story of business, a story of loyalty, and a story of tension that lasted decades. A story that some believe played a major role in the creation of the Netflix documentary Sean Combs: The Reckoning.
Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs.
Before we get into the feud, we need to understand one man, Chris Lighty.
The fucking album already, like, this is crazy. They played me 20 records and I was like, all right, we're good. Give me the album. Sit, I'm out of here.
Chris Lighty wasn't just another executive. He was the founder of Violator Management and one of the key architects behind 90s and 2000s hip-hop success stories. He managed LL Cool J, Missy Elliott, Mariah Carey, Busta Rhymes, and most importantly, 50 Cent. Lighty was respected, strategic, a businessman who understood the streets and the boardroom at the same time. Behind closed doors, he clashed with Diddy more than once. Not loudly, not publicly, but in ways that shaped the direction of entire careers. The early tension between Diddy and Chris Lighty wasn't about disrespect or celebrity gossip. It was about power. Both men were climbing fast. Both wanted control over artists, deals, and the future of hip-hop branding. Lighty wanted independence for his artists. Diddy wanted his hands in all major business streams. Their visions collided, and the industry felt it, even if fans didn't see it. One of their earliest conflicts came during LL Cool J's career. Diddy was producing tracks for LL, pushing him toward a polished commercial sound. But Chris Lighty pushed back, arguing that the direction wasn't right for his artist. This wasn't just a disagreement. It was a power struggle between two titans who were used to getting their way. Neither man forgot it. Outside the studio, Diddy and Lighty came from different sides of New York. Diddy from Harlem and the uptown scene, Lighty from the Bronx and the Violators. Their entourages didn't always mix well. At award shows, backstage areas, and industry parties, there were moments of tension, the kind you could feel, not hear. This wasn't loud beef. This was quiet rivalry. When 50 Cent exploded onto the scene under Chris Lighty's management, everything intensified. 50 had strong opinions about the business side of hip-hop. He questioned deals, he challenged decisions, and he didn't care who he offended. And one person he often disagreed with was Diddy. Between branding conflicts, money trails, and industry politics, the relationship only grew colder.
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right, for 20 years, right, is me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester.
Then came the personal moments, the ones that hit harder. Rumors began spreading that Diddy tried getting close to the mother of 50 Cent's child.
Baby, talk to Daddy.
Whether true or not, the story added heat to an already simmering feud. 50 took that personally and never forgot it. Then there was the infamous story of Diddy allegedly inviting 50 on a shopping trip. 50 later mocked the moment, suggesting that Diddy's intentions felt strange. Again, the trust wasn't there. The next major spark? Mace. 50 Cent wanted to sign Mace to G Unit. But Diddy refused to release him from his bad boy contract, not for years. To 50, this wasn't just business, it was sabotage, a power play, another moment that deepened the divide. When Chris Lighty passed away in 2012, the entire industry mourned. But for 50 Cent, this loss hit differently. Lighty wasn't just a manager. He was a mentor and a major force behind everything 50 built.
I've worked with Chris the entire time, Angie.
No, I
since,
know.
Like the actual mixtape run, everything. Right. And
like every day, daily.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know, I mean, he's had the opportunity to work with a lot of other people in different time periods, like at the same time. Like he'd work with Busta, he never would. You know, like that. There was opportunities. Like I think the Soulja Boy relationship is really coming from me.
Some believed Lighty's death left questions unanswered. Some believed people weren't telling the whole story. And 50 never let go of that feeling. Loyalty runs deep, especially when the person you're loyal to is no longer here.
2012 BET Awards. I got the Chris Lighty tribute. 50 Cent.
So when 50 Cent helped produce Sean Combs' The Reckoning, many assumed it was simply part of their ongoing rivalry. But others believed the documentary was something else. A message, a statement, a way of addressing decades of tension. Not with violence, not with diss tracks, but with narrative, with exposure, with the one thing more powerful than money, the public spotlight. To some, this documentary wasn't entertainment. It was 50's way of honoring Chris Lighty and settling old scores that were never spoken out loud. A calculated move, a final move, a checkmate. The story of Diddy, Chris Lighty, and 50 Cent isn't just about conflict. It's about ambition, loyalty, and the unseen battles that shaped hip-hop's biggest stars. And now, with The Reckoning, the world is seeing a piece of that history.
Seems to be all of a sudden with Sean. And it isn't.
A story that was whispered for years, but never fully told. This is Viral TV 247, and this is the story behind the feud that changed hip-hop.